right, what is up, everybody? People of the internet, welcome back to After Hours with the Crew, man. Thank all you guys that are over there in the side chat already for showing up. All you folks that are here every week, man, we appreciate you tuning back in. For all you new folks that might be tuning in, real quick, we're Baggers and Brews. As you can guess by the name, man, our channel is about motorcycles and beer. That's two things that the three of us all love. So that's the channel. I'm Bert. I ride a 2016 Road Glide Special in Velocity Red. Been riding about 8 years now. Married, kids, all that good jazz. And just happy to be here tonight with a special guest, and we'll get to introducing him in a second. But first, I'm going to go around the room and let George and Austin kick it off, and then we'll get going, man.
What's up? I'm George. Ride a 2018 Road Glide in Sumatra Brown for the time being. And tonight I'm drinking some homebrew porter, the house porter from what Bert calls the Gout Brewing Company.
Gout Brewing Company. I feel like you're going to be drinking for a while.
Yeah, I might be. I'm taking some heavy meds this week.
All right.
Austin. All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Austin. I ride a 2013 Bro King CVO, and tonight I am going to be drinking some Magnify Brewing peanut butter mind over matter double chocolate milk stout.
Nice. And before we get to our guest, I forgot my beer. I'm drinking Hazy Cosmic Jive from Red Tank Brewing out of Red Bank, New Jersey, another New Jersey beer. So our guest tonight, the one and only Dirty Deez in the house.
What is up, fellas?
Kicking it in the mother humming streets over there, huh?
Damn right, dude. Yes.
So,
man. Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
When I got the message from you guys that, and this was about a couple months ago, maybe, we've been trying to put this thing together, and you guys were like, hey, we want to have you on. Dude, that lit me up. I was like, hell yes, of course. We just had to figure out the time and place, and I'm glad we're doing it right now, man. Want to say what's up to everybody in the chat, too. I can't see the chat because I'm on my phone. I got it twisted up all weird, and it's a new phone thing, and so I don't even know if I could see it, but what's happening,
That's
everybody?
Cool. Yeah, we got 74 right now. That's nice. Thanks, guys, for coming out. So Dirty Deez. So about 2 years ago, when the Baggers and Brews thing kicked off, and we decided to do this thing, along with Mary, who you guys all saw 2 weeks ago. Dirty Deez was one of those people that we connected with, and he gave us a little boost early on. He was on that live stream we told you guys all about. So again, another person that was like big in the start of getting Baggers and Brews going. So we're real grateful for that. And again, like just with Mary having our 2 year coming up, I wanted to get him on. Those of you that were watching back then, you saw his stuff. You knew what he's doing. Super positive dude. Always a great message on his videos. Just upbeat guy. And he hasn't really been doing videos for the last year. So that's what we're here to find out what's going on and what's up with him. So if you want to just go ahead and give us a little bit of background for maybe the folks that haven't seen your stuff and don't know who you are, a little background about yourself.
Yeah, man. I mean, shoot, I started my channel a couple years back, and I was just learning how to do it with a few other buddies here in town, and we made some pretty cool little videos. But then I recognized that the motor vlogger channel scene, group, whatever you want to call it, that there was a community going on, that people were trying to help each other out a little bit by talking about techniques and places they're going, and just little moto vlogger stuff. And what we did is we just went ahead and started getting it all together and kind of got people all together in a bigger, very inclusive group. And I did a video about something called #support, right? And really, this was a piece of a video. I think that video was 3 minutes long, and this was one segment that was about a minute long. And I just said, hey, you guys who are out there, who watch this channel, I'm just getting started. Some of y'all are just getting started. In the comments, put #support if you are a creator, and we'll all start, kind of trying to collaborate, check each other's stuff out or whatever. And man, that really took off, dude. That really took off. And that's how I met you guys, because there are other people hashtagging this thing. And it's taken many evolutions, and we can talk about that. This is going to be a nice conversation, man. We got a lot to catch up on, but that's that was kind of how I was able to meet a whole lot of cool folks. And that's all it really started out as. And yeah, just shoot. I was talking with my wife about it today. You know, I was doing 1 or 2 videos a week for almost 2 years solid, year and a half, let's call it. And man, you guys know, where I've been, what I've done, the places I've gone to, but I also let you in on some of my personal life, stuff that happened around the COVID thing and all that, and big changes that happened in my life. And yeah, man, those changes continue to move forward in so many great ways.
Sorry, I had myself on mute like a toolbox.
I was like, his lips are moving. I see the lips.
It was just to see if these guys had anything to ask you real quick. No. So yeah, I was just watching actually some of your early stuff today, and I was watching the video you're talking about support, hashtag support. So how did that evolve? How did that evolve to support MVC?
Oh yeah, man. So yeah, it's cool. So I did a follow-up video to that maybe 2 weeks later, and I said, hey, look, man, everybody out here who has seen this video, it seems like a lot of people keep commenting on this one, hashtag support. They start following each other, checking each other out and whatnot. And by the way, never meant to be a sub for sub, always a collaboration, a discussion, learning. You guys know that, and we made that point very clear very early on. Well, I made a video that said, you take it now and you do your own video similar to it and have people comment on your video. Because, man, that video helped me out a lot because I got tons of comments, and you know how that triggers the algorithm, right?
Yeah.
So then other people started doing theirs, and that was awesome. And then Mary the Geared Raven, I think she was doing Instagram first for a while.
Yeah.
And she's in the chat. I hope she is.
She is.
Awesome. She's one of my great collaborators, man. I love Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And so she started then doing YouTube and took off. And she said, you know what, Tom, what I know from my Instagram stuff and hashtags, if you're not more specific, it can go to a million different hashtags. Support breast cancer, hashtag support, whatever.
Yeah.
And she nailed it, man. She was exactly right. So, she was she added MVC on the end for motovlogger community. And that really so it's almost like it had a second life, which was freaking awesome.
That is awesome.
It still has a life today.
And still has a life today, which is beautiful. I love that. And, lately, guys, quite frankly, I haven't been as active on, for example, we have a Facebook page, hashtag support MVC Facebook page. And damn, bro, I mean, I'll to be honest with you, I probably haven't checked in on it in weeks. So people on this channel, people right now in the chat might have even tried to join it. And I do have a second moderator on there. But yeah, man, that kind of speaks to the life of its own that it's taken, which is amazing to me. So I take that as a positive.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Real quick before we keep going, shout out to Blacktop Devil, Bell's Rides.
Yes.
And Pro Monkey. Thanks guys for the super chats and super stickers, man. We appreciate that. And a real quick shout out to Pro Monkey, man. I was just telling these guys in the green room there in the back that we got the best publicist, man, because I don't know how many times you plugged our live stream today, and I just want to know we appreciate it, dude. We really do.
Yeah.
And when they told me that, I was like, Pro Monkey. Oh shit, I need to get with them. I need to get with that marketing company. I thought it was a marketing company. It sounds like a marketing company. I was like, oh shit, what's that? And when they started telling me about Pro Monkey, I was like, all right, I gotta see this. I gotta check that out. So yeah,
he's a good dude.
I'll be catching up on some videos.
Real quick, also thank you to Two Wheels Down for the super chat. Thank you, Swami.
Very cool.
I missed that one. Where's that at?
The very first one.
Yeah, shout out to Blacktop Devil and his lady, man. Yeah, shout out. I know you guys went through some stuff recently.
Yeah.
But it's always good to see them. So we were talking about when we met up, right? The first time we met up, and it was the first time I met Blacktop Devil too, and Mrs. Devil, and it was at K River Campground or Criver or whatever people are calling it these days. And that was going back 2 years ago when you guys first started it, wasn't it?
2019. It was Bring It Home, which is our background tonight on the screen here. To Bring It Home World Record Parade.
Saw that.
So that was the first time we met you. We were actually ran into you at the parade, and then we hooked up again at the K River, which was pretty cool.
And that's the I remember best. When we were
and it's funny how I noticed him, because I look to the side and all I see is this dude that looks like little Elvis. He's got his Elvis sunglasses on. I was like, wait, is that their? Holy crap! Look at him.
Yes. I think
still have those, right?
Yeah, I think I had the.
There you go. That's it.
Rides in there.
That's
okay,
it.
Now I'm seeing some chats. Yeah, I think I had the gold shades that day.
Yeah,
you did. Yes, you
and we had the greatest talk at the side of the stage, if you guys remember. And you guys were talking about being new on YouTube and all that stuff. And it was just like, I was pretty new too, man, at the time. And we just had such a great talk. And it was really just about how to make good videos. That was the talk. It wasn't about subscriber count, not much about subscriber counts, maybe other than don't worry about them. But I think what we really talked about was making good videos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make videos great again. I think I said that in the video one time. Hey, that's going to be a hat. I'm going to patent that right now. Watch out for it. It's coming. It's red and white.
Yeah. Are you telling me you can hear the mouse clicking for real?
Yeah. Not only, it's loud, man.
I don't know. I don't know how to correct that. You're gonna have to deal with it.
Good news is you're always doing something that makes you the topic of conversation, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever. So why don't you tell us what led to the hiatus on YouTube?
Yeah, man. So it's kind of a hiatus and a little bit of a change. YouTube is something that I love, man. YouTube is a great passion for me. Making videos, music, bikes, showing you guys San Antonio, which is my home city, which I love so much. I mean, for me, San Antonio is like a fancy watch that, you know, I always want to show off, roll up the sleeves, make sure everybody sees that shit, because it's just such a beautiful spot. And I love showing it off on YouTube through videos, putting the music together, like I say, all the spots that we go to. And I've actually been able to make a little tiny bit of money off of it. Believe it or not, I was looking at that today, and I think my lifetime, it's under 2,000, but it's up there. Actually, I think it's right almost at 2,000. So you think about it like that. A hobby you can make money off of. How many people have that? Not many. But what I had to recognize during COVID, when you remember the video I did where I lost a great paying job, guys, you know, exclusive breaking news. This was a 6-figure job.
Yeah.
It was nice. And I had been there for 11 years as a vice president of operations.
Ooh.
So that's late breaking news, right? So, you know, there's the work side of me, and then there's the real life side of me. And sometimes they blend, sometimes they're very separate. So when that happened, I had to say, okay, our most valuable resource is time. Always put these up. Not that right out here. Our most valuable resource is always time. So I thought, okay, it's hustle time, right? So with that time, you know, can I still be up until midnight editing videos? Quite frankly, is what it came down to. It turned into, you know, do I need to stress out on a Wednesday because I don't have a video to release Thursday morning at 10 a.m.? That's what it came down to, right?
Yeah.
So that time had to be redistributed into getting a new business off the ground, getting all trained up on that, getting some certifications, you know, still doing videos, but not being put on YouTube. Some people have seen, you know, I have some other social media streams where I'm able to promote the business and stuff like that. It's not motorcycle related, unfortunately. But you know, that's basically what it came down to. And I've done a few lives here and there. I've been trying to do like 2 lives a month. If I'm at a bike show, I think that was my last one. I did one of the Sunday cigars. I do the Sunday cigar thing every now and then. But for me, it turned into, if I can't put the time into making a video what I want it to be, I'm not going to put it out.
Yeah.
And it came down to that.
Okay.
Not to say that it never will. So that's kind of the good news is, right? Well, there's another story behind it, but not that it never will. As things continue to build in business or whatever, streams are coming in, then you get more time to do those things you want to do,
Right.
and love to do. But it had to go back into going right back to my first statement. It had to go back into the hobby zone and not into the money making zone. Just couldn't be. It couldn't. I just couldn't do it.
Okay.
So your current job is still keeping you super busy then?
So busy that I have to shut the computer, or I will go from 8 a.m. to 10, 11, midnight, you name it. In this business, there's never a shortage of things to do. Almost like YouTube.
Wow. Okay. Blessing in itself.
Yeah. It's a blessing. Believe me, no complaints at all.
Good.
It's fantastic. But yeah, busy as heck. And again, it comes down to time, right? And this is anybody's life or job.
Yeah.
Or balancing the two. With time, then you say, okay, I've front loaded a shitload of time into getting this thing off the ground. There comes a point where you can take a half a step back and it keeps moving at full pace. Yeah. And then maybe you can take another half step back and it keeps moving. And in fact, YouTube is kind of like that too. I haven't put out an edited video probably since December. I've done some live pop-ups, but haven't edited anything. Okay. And still the channel continues to grow.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you if you noticed whether your subscriber numbers shrunk or if they grew while you were doing not much.
They slowed, but they always grew.
They kept growing. Because you're over 5 now, right? Yeah, 5. You're over 5. It's pretty good.
Now after this, everybody might unsubscribe for that one statement that it continues to grow, and I might dip.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. I love it, and I still get up there and I used to answer every comment with a like and a heart, and hopefully within the first hour.
Yeah.
And now I'll go back and answer comments maybe twice a month. But I'll answer all comments that have come in. Yeah. So, you just learn how to adjust, man. You just learn how to adjust that time. I can't tell you how important it's become to me. So clear, especially in the last year, how important time is. Sometimes it's not about money, it's about time.
Yeah. Well, you got two kids that are like, well, shoot, what they're 17, older than 17 now?
Yeah, dude. I got one that's 23.
Okay.
Who just got his first bike. He got a Harley Davidson Street 750, I think it was. We got that thing cash. Mm-hmm. It's a 2015 and it had 5,000 miles on it.
Wow.
Dude never drove it.
Wow.
Never rode the bike.
So has your son had his license or did he just recently get it?
No, he just got it. He got it and then we got him the bike.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got a 20-year-old up in West Virginia. He goes to school up there.
Okay, so your youngest is now 20.
Yeah, man. So it's like it's party time over here, buddy.
Wow.
Hell yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's skin mags on the coffee table.
Okay.
Beggars and bunk parties every weekend. I mean.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, it ain't that. I wouldn't want it to be any of that, really.
Sounds like George's crib.
Yeah, that's probably more like it. That's pretty.
Here goes. Stacy will be coming in that door any minute. What?
Yep.
It's hard to balance life in YouTube when you have a busy job. Good on you, Tom, for handling it so well. Hey, thanks, brother. Blacktop, I saw that comment come through. I appreciate you for that, man.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Well, and that's some of the.
Go ahead.
That's some. Go ahead, buddy. I didn't want to.
I was just gonna say, Blacktop's still plugging away, man. Still growing quickly and putting out videos. So we keep in close touch with Brian and Heather.
Yes, I saw that he had one recently with Adam, or he did a post with Adam, and I'm looking forward to seeing Blacktop hopefully at River in October.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they're doing a camp out. Speaking of, so my son, he'll be coming with me on that trip.
Oh, nice.
He'll be coming with me. Yes, he will. And he'll be coming with me, and he'll be doing some videos and posting up some videos even on the channel. We've talked about that to kind of help keep things going. And he's like, I want to get I'm thinking about a channel. I said, well, shit, just post up on the Dirty Deez channel. So those videos are going to be called Double Deez. Double Deez in your face, baby.
Oh, man. Breaking news.
No better fitting.
Yeah, man. And who knows if the channel's name changes or not, but those will be known as Double Deez.
Nice.
So
in fact,
this
he was trying to get on the stream tonight. I don't know if he can. But yeah, we'll see if he pops into the at least into the chat.
Nice.
So this is the official announcement.
Yes.
Yeah. Double Deez is joining the channel.
Yeah. In fact, last night we were talking about it, and we're setting up the cloud file where he's going to put his videos, and I'll probably jump in there and chop them up a little bit, throw some music behind it, and just blast them out. Just a few, just to keep people interested on what he's doing as well. His city is halfway between here and Austin, and he spends a lot of time in Austin, Texas, and writing in Austin. So between the two of us, we'll have a big corridor covered.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
really cool. Thanks, real quick. Thanks, Dad and Mad. Appreciate that. He says always refreshing to hear Deez and his outlook on things. Love his positivity, and that's what I remember. From all your stuff was just always the positive message that you had for everybody.
Yeah,
cool.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I learned in all these years, and I say all these years, it's not like I'm an old man or anything like that, but had some experiences, ups and downs, just like everyone else. Yeah. Crazy times, pull myself out of some things, some sticky situations as well. And what I realized is, shit's going to happen to you anyway. So you can either be positive about it or negative about it. It's going to happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes it's a train coming right at you. And so you can, like my dad used to say, when something bad happens, you can either laugh or cry. You do have a choice.
True. Yeah. Mary's going to bed already. Holy smokes.
She's awesome.
Good night. Good night, Mary. Thanks for popping in. That's funny. What else is going on in the side chat, George?
Yeah, side chat is just popping tonight. I mean, I stopped writing people down, Bert. I couldn't do it anymore. But we got a couple of new people in here. We like to welcome them, and it looks like they're new to the Support MVC community as well. So, like I said, if you are new here, there's a lot of good channels hanging out in this side chat right now. There are some big channels, there are some small channels, and some of the OG Support MVC channels, like Two Kiwi Riders, Geared Raven was in here,
I love
Dad Mad.
Yes, all those.
And if you've never and Deez, actually, you had the opportunity to ride with them.
Yes,
which is just awesome,
dude. I'll tell you what, dreams come true. One of my riding dreams, and I remember Stevie TV asked me one time in an interview what my dream rides would be, and I told him Aztec Temple in Mexico,
nice,
Australia, and New Zealand. And I got to do Australia and New Zealand, and I got to ride in Australia with the Two Kiwi Riders and also with Govna 947.
Okay,
I don't know him.
I don't know him either.
Let me take that back. I got to ride with Govna in Australia and the Two Kiwi Riders in beautiful, gorgeous, amazing New Zealand, dude. Insane.
Ooh.
fuck, dude. Hey, they got me a Harley with the first time I ever rode bars.
Oh wow!
Was that day.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Imagine how nervous I was at first. Huge, long, old Harley, man, with these hangers.
Wow.
And then we're in New Zealand on top of that. Roads I've never ridden before. Some of the most gorgeous. And Rel, Miss 2 Kiwi rider, Sister Kiwi, I call her. We were chasing her the whole day. At least I was. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
Dude.
No
She
kidding.
rides, dude. I'm not kidding. At least I was.
Yeah, you can tell she can handle the road on her videos very well.
Yeah, she's incredible, dude. She is incredible and fearless. And and then I got to ride with Govna and a guy named Audi 55. He's awesome, dude.
All right.
And, I don't know if we've ridden together.
No.
No, we didn't get a chance
At the
to.
parade.
Well,
The parade.
technically we did. Technically we did.
Technically,
Yeah.
We did. I got to ride with I got to ride with Motorcycle Mama. I got to ride with the Bearded Bobber, of course, and Nikki the Bombshell Biker. I got to ride with them. Oh shit. Meatball Rebel, JT Southern Fried up in Sturgis.
Yeah.
Dude, I know I'm forgetting people, but that's what I love, man. I like being able to go somewhere and know that there are people there that I might be able to ride with that I know.
Chris, cross racing.
Iron Cross Racing.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Crisscross Racing.
Crisscross?
Let's not forget.
Crisscross.
Of course.
Do you stay in touch with
Time.
Iron Cross? Do you stay in touch with Iron Cross Racing? No.
Oh man, I lost touch with him and Dig, my old buddy Dig.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I say I lost touch. I got their phone numbers. I guess things just move fast sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
We go different directions, and I still ride the hell out of my bike, but these days, I can't coordinate with other people.
Yeah.
If I have that pocket of time, it's kind of spur of the moment. Like, oh, dude, it's Saturday, and I don't have to be anywhere until 2.
Yeah.
Take off.
That was my next.
Fat Boy?
Yeah, that was my next question. Yeah. Are you still riding a lot?
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely love it.
And you still got the Fat Boy, right?
I still got the 07 Fat Boy.
Nice.
Yeah, that thing, man, I tell you what, it will go forever. I got blessed, though. I mean, I was so lucky that I had a great warranty on it when something went bad on it, maybe 3 years ago. And the warranty was such that they almost rebuilt the entire thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody else could use that warranty.
They did me right. Uh-oh. They did me right.
Anyway, that's good.
Moving
How many
on.
miles
Don't
you got? How many
worry
miles
about
on that?
I think I've got maybe 42,000. It's not a hell of a
That's a
lot.
good chunk.
Yeah.
Mine has 43 when it blew up, so yeah. Careful.
I'll be careful.
Oh,
Thanks, bud.
So you made the trip up to Sturgis last year, right?
Last year, did that trip up to Sturgis. That was awesome.
So tell us about that trip. We didn't get to meet up with you, but it looked like you had a good time.
Yeah, it was 4 days going there from San Antonio, Texas, up to Sturgis, South Dakota. 4 days going. I think we stayed down there 4 or 5 nights. Had this massive Airbnb. We had a bunch of moto vloggers in there. Riding Fish was there. Bombshell Biker, Bearded Bobber. I mean, you name it, a bunch of people were there. And man, it was amazing. The best part is the riding. To me, honestly, Sturgis, the rally is like any other rally. Honestly, you get some great Sturgis stuff. You get your Sturgis patch and all that stuff that you can't get anywhere else, sure. But they're all the same. And don't get me wrong, that's not a knock. I love being around it.
Yeah.
The music, the painted chicks, the bike washes, the stunt show, all that. Loved it. But the riding is what takes it all.
Yeah, it's amazing out there. What did you get to do all the did you do Needles and Iron Mountain and all that? Yeah. You were out there like 4 days? About 4 days you were out there?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, we went we did Needles, we did Mount Rushmore, we did just so much stuff, man. It was great. I think in total, we were there maybe 4 or 5 days, and we might have been at the rally itself for a total of maybe 4 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, we would go for like an hour or two and leave, go ride. go back one day, maybe a little bit longer than that, but it was good. And then coming back home, so it took me 4 days to get up. I hammered down 3 days coming back.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, waking up at 6 and just on my mind, I'm sitting on my couch. And that's what I was racing toward, my couch. I was like, dude, this was a long trip, brother.
Yeah, do we take 3 days to get back?
We took 3 days to get back. Yeah. We hauled back.
We hammered down on the way back all the way to Jersey. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're getting back home, you want to hammer down. I mean,
yeah.
So, who was it? Jackie Boy says, "Don't tell me this shit about blowing up, guys. I'm 50,000 on my limited." That's awesome.
That's awesome. Keep it going.
That's
Are you guys
great.
going? Are you guys going to Sturgis this year?
No, we're not going to Sturgis this year. We're actually going to Daytona Biketoberfest in October.
Yep.
Nice.
So that's our big trip for this year. We're also, I am. George might be. I don't know about Austin yet. He hasn't told us. Going to Virginia for a Virginia motorcycle or moto meetup via VAM 21, which is down in Virginia this year. I forget who got that whole thing started, but there's quite a few moto vloggers going to be going to that. So I'm looking forward to that one. That's coming up early June,
That's
mid-June.
cool, man. When you guys are down there at Bike Week, dude, the best thing that you can do really is pop up live videos from the strip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did a little bit of that from Sturgis. The connection was a little spotty out there, so I'm hoping Daytona's better.
Yeah,
But we'll definitely do that.
that's always
Your live blew up, Tom. When you were at Sturgis, your live video just blew up.
That was crazy.
And I had to take one of the best ones down.
Really?
Music?
No, because of the type of business that I'm doing now. I had to scrub some things off of social media, and one of the best videos I had was the live wet T-shirt contest.
Yeah.
In Sturgis, and that thing should not have been broadcast on YouTube, and I don't know how it stayed up so long and didn't get censored, man. But I went ahead and took it off.
That's funny.
It was a blast, dude. It was, and that's what I think. For my channel now that I'm just doing lives, pretty much. It's because I want my channel to be a window into what I'm up to. I want it to be a window of what I'm doing, man. Okay. I don't necessarily want it to be a window of all this shit that I stayed up till 3 a.m. editing. I just want to pop open live and let people check it out, man. It's like a portal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
And that's what happens with those, when you do a live from, for example, Bike Week, man, dude, do that. I would be eating that up because I wanted to go this year, and I'm not going to be able to. I got something else in October.
Yeah,
definitely.
Do you have any big road trips on the bike plan anytime soon?
Yeah, so in October, and it's not a major bike trip, but this year was weird. Last year was weird. So like I say, I scaled down a few things. So I'll just be popping up to River, Adam Sandoval's River in October. Okay. Yeah, be up there for probably 4 nights. So I'm making it a little bit longer trip.
Oh, nice.
Up there for
That's a good time.
Yeah, I'm stay up there for a while. Camp out. Last year was such a blast. I mean, I don't know. We had the whole costume contest, and the mini bike race I was in was awesome. Got to hang out with Burger Dave and his wife.
Nice.
And, dude, it was great. Christian Customs. I mean, just so many cool people.
Was Roll Tide there last year?
Roll Tide was not. Roll Tide was not there. No.
He's another one where I used to like watching his stuff, and he's kind of toned down. He doesn't do a lot of stuff anymore either.
I need to see him. So. He posted something the other day. Somebody made a comment. I guess he put up a video of some sort, and someone made a comment. Why are
we all saw it.
Like this being half-assed. You saw it?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, dude. Fuck it.
Nah, I missed the comment. What was the comment? I missed it.
It was something like, why are you putting up videos like this that are half-ass? Why even put up a video or something like that? And, why are you gonna put that on somebody's?
Some people just don't have lives, man.
Yeah.
It's like, man. Okay. But you know, that's all in the eye of the beholder anyway. If you're having fun, if it's your hobby, I love something that I heard Roll Tide say. He said, my channel is about my life. My life is not about my channel.
Right.
Yes.
And when he said that, I was like, you know what? That nails it. That's everything.
Yep.
That's everything. I mean, I don't
Yep.
know about you guys, but there were times where not only would I stress myself out about getting a video out on a certain time so I don't fuck up the algorithm, I was stressing out people around me too about that shit. You know, and it's like, hey man, put it in the right box for me.
Yeah.
There are folks out there who are making great money at it. And there's some folks who are doing it that aren't making any money at it. And they love it and they're just doing it because they love to do it. And that's awesome. Let me tell you, I'll give you an example. So my brother has, and I'll lay a bombshell story on you here. My brother, who I never knew that I had, that I just met 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And I'll tell you all about that in a minute. He has a channel called True Crime Recaps with his wife, Amy. True Crime Recaps. So, George, type that up and see what pops up and see how many subs they have. Insane. Well, they can't be monetized because all of their videos are about murders. So what they've done is they've partnered up with with some kind of marketing company who now edits all their videos and puts it in a podcast form, and they make money off of advertisements that they're putting on the podcast. It's
wow.
But I mean, they're crazy. They've got, I don't know, maybe 500,000 subs.
Yo, 172K.
Oh, well,
wow.
That might as well be 500,000 to me.
In my world, it may as well be
172K. And they've been on, I think, maybe a year. But
holy cow!
For them, that's their business. You know, and that's why I'm saying YouTube can be whatever you want it to be. You can go deep on it and you can live off of that shit. Or you can have a hobby at it, have a good time with it, meet badass people all over the country. I know for a fact that if I go up to New Jersey or anywhere in the vicinity, I can make a phone call and be riding with you guys.
Yep.
Well, not with me, but yeah, you would be.
Yeah, not with Austin.
Not with Austin.
Not with Austin.
Yes, I would.
Not with Austin.
Oh, there you go. I would. I'd be like, yeah.
No. Oh,
I'd be like a monkey on your back.
Zach, you two be like 6'2".
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's right.
So real quick, motorcycle question here. Crash 30179 said, got a question. Have you guys ever had your shifter shaft strip out on you? Because mine just did this Sunday. I can't say that I have. Anybody else?
I've heard of it happening, but I've never had it happen. And as a matter of fact, there was somebody I was watching a video on, and it happened to somebody, and they fixed it with some wire ties and some zip ties. We had a guy we were riding with, Andy, and Andy's shifter stripped out on him, and we fixed that with zip ties.
It's actually a very common occurrence on that because of the movement of the shifter and stuff. Yeah. So it's something you should inspect on a regular basis.
Wow.
Move it back and forth. If it wiggles back and forth, definitely take a look. It shouldn't go.
All professional monkey had to hear was stripper shaft.
Yeah.
He was all over that, wasn't
he? Yeah. That's funny. I had something in my head and I forgot what it was.
Let me tell you a quick story. So I mentioned my brother, right? Check this out. So my brother Matt is 10 years younger than me. Okay. His wife got him an ancestry DNA test. He takes it. He calls me up. Hey man, just want to tell you, I got the test back. You know, we're this percentage of this percentage of this. He's going through it. I'm like, man, that's cool. Badass. He said, yeah, it sent me back a picture of a guy who did the same ancestry DNA test that says we're a close match. He sends it to me. I'm like, holy shit, who is this dude? So we go and have breakfast with my dad, right? And we're like, hey, oh, by the way, Matt got his ancestry test back. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. We showed him the picture. We're like, yeah, it came back with this picture. Do you know who this is? I don't know. No, I don't know. I said, well, you mind if we ask around? Maybe we ask our aunts Sure enough, bro. Long story short, we went back and forth. He must have been in complete shock and then in denial. And as it turns out, so here's the scoop, right? God bless my dad, man. I mean, for making decisions like this. But when he was 18 years old, he had a kid. And they put the kid up for adoption. When he was 18, he was living in the hood, like government projects. And he was getting ready to be the first one to go from high school into college out of his entire family, man. 18 with a kid on the way, right? So they adopted him out, and his parents raised him. The dad was a doctor. I mean, he was immediately in like taken care of mode as a baby. And sure enough, man, we found him and we connected Chris with my dad and with his mom.
Oh, wow.
My dad had him over for Thanksgiving, gave him a big old hug. You know, we did a whole birthday cake for him and stuff. Yeah, man. How much of a trip is that? And then
that's insane.
He's older than me, thank God, right? So that's fun. Because my mom would not be having that, but she was very welcoming. And then my girl says, "Do you want to take an ancestry DNA test?" I said, "Hell no! Are you kidding me?" For what?
Hey, I got a surprise.
Hell no, man.
Who's dude?
What's going on?
That is my boy.
All right. How's it going, man?
Pretty good. How's it going with everybody else?
Going good here, man. Just
what a trip. I'm glad he joined. Dude, we were talking about your bike and
I'm so sorry, guys. Hold on. My dog is barking at the door.
We can't hear him. Don't worry about it. Anyway, that kid.
He's got some hair on him, huh?
Yeah, he's always had long hair. He's a drummer. He's a musician.
Okay.
He played, you know, in the jazz band in high school all 4 years, marching band, and then now he's doing his own thing.
Right on, right on.
Oh, he studies music out there. Anyway, so yeah, dude, we were telling him about the bike and that you might be posting up some videos on the channel pretty soon. Hello. Are you there?
Hello.
Try again.
Sorry, I'm having some issues.
Hey,
What's going on with this?
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, brother.
I know.
You're good. I can see you. We can hear you. Don't worry about it. You're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Alrighty.
Hey, we were talking about the bike and that you might be putting up some videos on here soon.
Yes. Of course, I got plenty of footage stored up, just waiting for me to do something with it. So.
Oh, nice.
Like
Okay.
what time?
I'm excited about
Where
it.
you been riding?
Say that again.
Where you been riding? What you been doing?
Oh man. Well, the deal is to get my motorcycle. I actually sold my car because I wanted to ride so bad. So I live with my girlfriend and she's got a car, but it's a little Pontiac vibe, and I really hate having to. Now that I'm on 2 wheels, I hate having to take 4 wheels. So I really avoid it any chance possible. So I ride everywhere. I ride to Austin. I'm about to ride all the way out to Temple. That'll be my longest ride out to Temple. It's going to be like a 3-hour ride to go work on some houses and work every day, grocery store, all that. Anything you do in a car, that's where I'm riding.
Nice.
Nice.
And you've been recording stuff?
Have I what?
Have you been recording stuff for videos?
I've been recording stuff. Yeah, I have a GoPro hooked up and everything like that.
Nice.
He might have gotten, allegedly, we're not sure, but he might have gotten his first drop on video.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
Allegedly, the video exists, but we'll see what happens.
Everybody
that's
told
good
me it's not a
stuff.
matter of if, it's a matter of when, and I got it out the way pretty quick. So
Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's a matter of when. I remember my first drop, dude. I dropped it in the damn garage. How stupid is that?
It's not really that stupid. That's usually where everybody drops it the first time. It's in the garage because they think they can move it themselves, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, whoop.
Is that what happened to you?
Me?
Yeah,
I
you.
dropped mine like twice. Yeah, that's
George?
never riding.
What are we talking about?
Don't act like you don't know what's going on.
Let it out.
But I dropped. How long did I have the road glide? Like maybe, I don't know, a few weeks. And Bert and I were coming after the rain down this like driveway that was on a turn, and I had that wheel turned, and I tapped that front brake, and that bike like dropped like a bag of bricks, man.
When it dips, you dip, we dip.
And I've got Bert. He was very supportive. He's behind me going, "What are you doing? Why are you throwing your bike on the ground?"
He said supportive.
Yo, it looked like a kid pulling up to his house on his Huffy. You just hopped off and just slammed it down. I was like, what are you doing? The whole time, like, it was like slow motion. I was like, yo. He just kept on going, man.
Nice.
Then, of course, I had to help him pick it up. What are you doing right now, dude? That's the real question. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Jordan? Yeah, what are you doing? You haven't looked at the camera in like a half hour.
I know. I'm trying this new setup, dude. I'm typing in the side chat, you know.
It's
Crap.
Okay.
it's a new Pornhub setup. It's very interesting. He's already given it 1,000 hits.
I'm telling you.
I know.
On there.
So I don't think I like
does.
this. I don't think I like this camera setup, but I know if I touch the camera to move it, it's probably going to lose power.
Yeah,
so I'm going with it.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
So
what? Tell me what's
Go ahead.
been up. Like, what's the latest and greatest going on out there? What are the biggest events going? I mean, what's happening in the community? Because I've been, like I say, with the time thing, been a little bit disconnected over the last few months, getting this thing built up. But what's happening now?
I feel like well, within the community, it seems like there's a lot more of these motorcycle or motovlogger meetups.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we got the one we're doing in Virginia, and then there's that what is that one called? Midwest.
They just changed the name of it, and that's what the 5 Dirty Bikers run.
The 5 Dirty Bikers one, yeah.
And now,
by the way, props to the 5 Dirty Bikers, dude. I saw they are in the top 20 automotive related fucking podcasts, bro.
Really?
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's good stuff.
Check out Mary's Instagram post. It's amazing. You know what?
Awesome.
Big T, maybe we should put together a Texas Corridor meetup.
Well, listen.
There's a Texas meetup.
There is a Texas one. So I was going to say, there's some new motovloggers down in your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of them. There's Salty and Sprinkles out of Houston. And then there's Setzer Pendants, which I forget, guys, where he's in that ballpark area. I'm not sure exactly where he's at.
Yeah.
I got to get with him.
But they had a live stream a few weeks ago to start organizing a Texas moto meetup. So that's going on. I think they're doing it in June, to be honest with you.
Damn.
I'm not sure. I forget where they said they were having it because I wasn't totally paying attention because I can't go, so I wasn't really listening. But I know they got that going on, and they were talking to like Knuckles TV, and there was a few other names. Paul, I think Paul on the Run. I think he's another Texas guy, right? Paul on the Run.
Yeah, he is down there.
So they were organizing something. So
Awesome.
I know what's going on, and I think it was June because I was telling them to do it. Later when it cools off, but they wanted to do it soon. So
I was gonna say, if it's in June, I hope it's by a lake.
I know, right?
That'd be nice.
It's gonna be hot.
That's
So,
awesome.
and also, I don't know if you've heard about the World Record Poker Run. Have you heard about that?
Absolutely, yes. The Badgers, I love that.
Yeah.
So they do #support bikers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Supportbikers.com.
And they got supportbikers.com. It's a whole website. They're real big into that whole thing too. So they've been kind of carrying that same kind of torch as far as bikers supporting bikers, which is cool.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be, man. That's the way it should be. I mean, like my boy here, he goes to bike nights, and there's crotch rockets there's cruisers, there's metric. I mean, you name it. And what it comes down to is just 2 wheels is 2 wheels, man. Yeah, support.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless it's a scooter.
Oh, you just got to go in the back of the pack.
My man.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
Deez, you know what has changed in the community, and there were always, live streams, but now I feel like not only live streams are prominent, the participation on live streams is awesome. Professional Monkey Man, TJ does a Friday night live stream. It's like an institution. I mean, he turns out, 300 or 400 people for 3 or 4 hours.
You'll get 500.
Yeah. So Friday nights, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, he just totally is interacting with them, and he'll tell you he's on here. They just have drinks and laugh and just interact with. It's him and his wife, and they interact with the side chat, and it's a good time. I stick around for a lot of those. And
I'll tell you how cool his side chat is. They had a biker down, and she was a veteran, and then she had some complications from the surgery, and we were on that side chat, I don't know, 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night. It turned into a fundraiser, and I did not see the post of how much money that was raised in that like impromptu side chat, but it was close to $2,000. I mean, it was massive.
He could tell us what it was. I know it was over $2,000. But he's on here. If you could tell us, Pro Monkey, what you guys ended up raising, that would be great. Yeah. Archosaurus is one of his loyals. There you go. $21.90. They raised in like $21.90. Yeah, people were just everybody was donating, and I'm not not $5 either. There was some big numbers coming out. It was pretty cool.
That's what
good people.
It was great to see.
That's what it's all about right there.
Yeah.
You did a fundraiser, and the Tom fundraiser was kind of trivial though, because he kept it on the DL, and then you raised quite a bit of money, but it was for St. Jude's.
Yes, for 2 years actually, St. Jude's. So, and even still, that money that comes in, it all goes to St. Jude's. I think the first year we raised 600 in T-shirt sales. The second year I set the mark for 1,200 and we got to 1,250. So we got right at the mark. And to get there, a lot of people ended up with Christmas presents, Dirty Deez hoodies in my family. And I mean, I think that, they were giving them to each other as like, hey, let's raise this money for this guy. So that was super cool. And even still, if you go to my Instagram, dirty.deez, you can click and there's a link tree. And one of them goes to my Teespring. And still that money goes, all to charity. I mean, I don't need that money.
Yeah.
I mean, look, not to be an asshole. Awesome. Everybody needs money, but that money is just money that I didn't have to work for. What did I do? Design a few T-shirts? Great. So if people buy them, great.
So, are you still smoking your cigar?
Yes, sir.
Well, what are you smoking? I know you drink, so what are you smoking?
Yeah, this one is one of these Cohiba Blues.
Ooh.
Okay.
This little puppy.
Okay.
That's a good one.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a nice one. It's a nice one. Yeah. So
Does Little Deez do the cigars, or is he not into those?
Say what?
Is Double Deez over there do cigars or no?
I don't really smoke cigars, no.
No. Okay. That's good. Don't do that.
I can't stand that. Can't stand that flavor.
Gotcha.
That's not the flavor that does it.
You gotta get a pipe like Old Man George up there. Smoke that pipe with all that sweet stuff in it.
That's
I got a pipe, but there's not sweet stuff in it.
Oh no!
There it goes.
Oh no!
Living that Austin life.
Yeah,
that's great.
You know what?
Good night, Nicole.
He's a
I wouldn't expect anything.
He's lived a pretty full life already, so he's exposed to many things. In fact, you guys went on tour, didn't you?
We did, yeah, we did. I was playing with a band called the Mother Vibe for a few years, and we did a tour where we hit Oklahoma. We got to play this awesome jazz show in New Orleans. It was a whole jazz festival. We hit Colorado. Yeah, we hit a bunch of cities in Texas too. It was an experience, but it was like 6 guys crammed into a van, so it was kind of it had its moments to shine through, but it also had some really tough parts that you had to pretty much push through in order to make it to the end.
Nice.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah,
sacrifice, no winning.
George did bands. Did you shove yourself into some stinky vans with some dudes?
I drove the stinky van. That was the whole thing. And you know most of the dudes who were in that van. I had a 71 Volkswagen bus. So it was
Oh, nice.
It was going fast nowhere. So listen, we got a question here, and this is from John from the Dad and Mad channel. What does Deez Jr. value out of what his old man taught him over the years?
Wow.
And remember, we all know your old man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a pretty big question.
Sure is.
Can you put a spotlight over him or something? Because
No pressure.
yeah, just put him in the full screen.
Yeah, that'll help. Oh, okay, you were serious.
Leave him on there.
I don't know if there's one thing specifically that I value most about what he's taught me, but like if you watch some of his videos, it's interesting to watch some of his videos because the advice he gives, a lot of it is things that I've heard hundreds and hundreds of times in the past that have been repeated to me as a child. So a lot of the things that you hear him say are things that I've just been taught to live by.
That's a good answer.
Okay.
That's awesome,
That
dude.
is a
That's a
good
good
answer.
answer. Yes.
That makes me feel really good.
So that means to get the answer to the question, you have to go watch all of Deez's videos.
Oh God, please no.
It's planned.
You know what? Some of the best advice I ever got when I was a young parent, and I think I had little Deez when I think I was 24. I was almost his age. I was about the age he is right now. And
Yeah.
man, somebody told me one time, the best thing you can do is help your kids become more of who they already are. And that right there, for me, was everything. A lot of my parenting was based around that with my boys. It was like, you know, like T, he's a drummer. So, you know, we got him the best that we could. We tried to put him in those situations. We encouraged him to do, you know, the citywide drumming competitions, and like he was like the youngest one at drum center, you know, freaking going up to this kit, you know, like the 16th dude in line. And you know, it's that kind of stuff. You let them do that. You push them toward that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Austin or George, you want to answer this question?
At Baggers and Brews, first timer here. So where are you guys located geographically? I know Deez is in San Antonio, Texas. We are in the great state of New Jersey, which is not really the great state of New Jersey.
Great state. I was going to say what?
The People's Republic of New Jersey?
The People's Republic of New Jersey. We're in South Jersey. We're geographically like right between Philadelphia and the beach. Is where we're at, and it's you know, it's nothing like the New Jersey that you guys see on TV. The very you know, the urban New Jersey. You know, we're a lot of open land and pine trees and blueberry farms and cranberry farms down here. So it's very cool.
It's nothing like the intro to Sopranos down here.
Nope.
No,
it's not the smokestacks and stuff like that. It's all greenery down here.
Yeah.
There was another bike related question here. Where'd it go? If you got a stage 1, 2, 3, etc., has the miles per gallon gone up or down? Anybody?
My miles per gallon when I did the stage 1 on the Crossbones definitely went down because I was on it all the time at that point. So I don't know if it was the efficiency thing or my riding style that went from, you know, hearing that exhaust and having a throttle response.
If you go up a stage, each number you go up, your gas mileage is going to go each number down. Doesn't matter what you do to it. If you go up in stages, you will go down in gas mileage for sure.
Yeah.
Here's somebody you might remember this person, Deez.
Who the heck's this tool?
Abusa. My boy Abusa. Yes. Man,
Here to cause trouble.
So many people that we all started off with or that came around that same time, man. What's happening, bro? Yeah, man, it's great to see people, you know, still putting out content and going at it. and making the most of it. It's amazing. Man. Love it.
Yeah, and at the same point, we have a lot of people that weren't able to stick with it for one reason or another.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. I mean, some of those channels I miss.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, man. It's hard to keep up with it, year in and year out, man. Some people just wear out.
Yeah, that's why I'm so glad I got Deez Jr. getting ready to post up on this thing, and we'll both be doing it, of course. But yeah, some of the channels I miss because the content was good. I miss seeing those people, and hopefully I'm not counted as one of those who just vanished. Although for a few months there, I posted absolutely nothing. There was nothing I could do. Just so deep into getting other things off the ground, and when your whole, when everything that you do kind of drops a level, you got to figure out how to double up.
Yeah. So I got another question from John from Dad Matt. He says, I know music is a big love of Double D's. Which music do you have a mutual love for, and where do your tastes differ?
Oh, okay. With me and you. Well, I mean, T, tell them about some of the concerts we've been to together, and that can kind of tell you where our similarities lie.
So I could start with the most influential concert we've been to, and we've seen him twice, is Rush. He basically raised me on Rush, so that was a huge deal. We got to go to their last tour, and pretty much any kind of music that tells a story like that is kind of music that we both enjoy. As far as where we differ, I work with a lot of artists, and a lot of them are rappers, and so a lot of them are into like the new age rap trap stuff, and my dad's not really into that kind of stuff, but it's all art to me, so I can really enjoy any kind of music. I know that's a pretty generic answer, but any kind of music.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, he's got a nice little studio going. He studies music in school. He's very well accomplished, incredible talent. Maybe I'll post up one of the links to his Mother Vibe videos or one of the other ones that he did. He's cool. Incredible.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Blacktop Devil says that explains the drumming, the Rush thing.
Yeah. Of course. Rest in peace, Neil Peart. Rest in peace, Neil Peart.
Rest in peace, Neil Peart. Oh, I'm sure. You can see the guitar up here, and then on the other side, I got drums myself. So I know where you're coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yes.
But you don't know how to play them, though.
No, I don't. That's because you guys have never heard me playing, but it's all good.
A lot of the stuff he says he was raised on Rush, which is so true. I listened to a lot of, I educated them a lot on 70s music, 70s rock, some 80s, but mainly 70s. So, the boys can pick out, Santana. They can pick out.
We've seen them.
We've seen Santana. So many. I mean, heck, we even went and saw Sublime with Rome, and they went on tour with 311.
Yeah.
So we went to
that badass.
That's a good show.
Yeah, we saw the blues guitarist Buddy Guy here in San Antonio at the Majestic Theater. I mean, music's a big part of our lives, man. And in fact, sometimes when I feel like I'm hitting a low, I'm just hitting a rut, I'm hitting a routine in life or whatever. I've realized that it's because I'm not listening to enough music. I know that sounds weird, but if you ever feel like you're hitting into that just like repetitive, that drone, that that push, that grind, that slow haul, start listening to more music. Listen to music when you're getting up in the morning. Listen to music while you're in the shower. Listen to music when you're driving to work, man. Like, get back in the habit.
Yeah. It definitely reaches in and forces something out of you that you might have lost touch with, or something that you just need to find again, as far as drive goes.
Yeah, with me, I just throw some Pitbull on and start dancing. That's,
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. He knows it.
Come on, man.
So there's an early Baggers and Brews video where the Piney Princess references Mr. Worldwide, and that line was in a movie called Step Brothers. Apparently, am I right there? that I had never seen. And the minute they said Mr. Worldwide, I was like, oh, Pitbull. And everybody looked at me like, no. But I'll tell you, this is the first time, this is my longest stretch that I haven't been in a band. And people are like, how come you're not in a band? Well, I'm doing YouTube. Because, and I tell you, you know, doing YouTube and playing in a band, I got to see, is going to be a challenge, man.
And are you a guitarist or a bassist?
I play a little guitar, but mostly bass. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So, and I had
it's about that small.
Yeah. That's it. But I had a company that was based in Austin, so I got to spend a lot of time there. And the music in Austin to me was awesome because I showed up and it wasn't rock and roll, it wasn't blues, it wasn't quite country, it was Austin. And when I was there, we had the opportunity to see a guy who actually blew up, Gary Clark Jr. So I saw Gary Clark Jr. playing Jimi Hendrix covers, you know, in some bar, you know, probably like 8th Street or someplace it was, but.
Yeah, it's the live music capital of the world. So if you want to see live music, there's no other place like Austin, Texas.
Yeah, it's good, and that whole Americana movement is just awesome to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
what kind of music do you listen to when you're riding, George?
Well, there might be some Merle Haggard involved in that. Although lately I've been on like the '90s kick. I've been back to Pearl Jam and Soundgarden, and
that's good stuff.
Yeah, some of that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but normally I'm in some old woods country, Little Willie Nelson.
Deez, do you listen to music when you ride?
Absolutely, dude. Always.
What kind's usually on when you're cruising?
Some of the same stuff, man. Like Willie. Some older. There's a band I want you guys to check out. Write it down if you've got a pen with you right now. You're gonna love it. If you like Leonard Skinner type music. This band is called Hogjaw. 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 Good stuff. And the way that I know them through the old company I used to work for, I'm still with them 5 days a month, by the way. So that was another blessing. You know, we get blessings and curses. The blessing was after I got my severance pay, I was very fortunate to be able to pay off my home. And then they called me and said they wanted me for a 5-day-a-month contract. And so I'm already in my 9th month of that, and you know that was amazing. But the way that I met Hogjaw was the lead singer was the camera guy when we were filming some training videos in Arizona, and he played this music in the background, and I was like, holy crap, that's awesome. And it turned out to be his band. So I'll listen to stuff like that. Hogjaw, amazing. I'll listen to that. I'll listen to I'll listen to everything. Sometimes I'll listen to Steely Dan. You know, if I'm going on a nice twisty road and I'm kind of out of nowhere. Definitely Rush is heavy in the playlist. Van Halen's heavy in the playlist. R.I.P. to Eddie Van Halen. Yeah, man. All those 70s, 80s rock.
The Johnny Cash.
Oh yes, Johnny Cash, absolutely. You know, Johnny Cash got married right here in San Antonio when he was in the Air Force. Yeah, so we got a connection here to Johnny Cash. That was awesome.
That's cool.
Johnny Cash, of course. Stevie Ray Vaughan, a lot of Stevie Ray Vaughan.
So let me ask you this: has concerts started up down there already, or?
Yep.
Really?
Concerts have started. Live music in bars have started.
Nice.
My boy right here. Deez Jr. played just the other night at a spot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, dude, here in Texas, it's still the Wild West, man.
Yeah.
Something just came out today, like you cannot wear a mask indoors if you got the vaccine or whatever. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
Yes,
people have been doing that here. And I was like, okay, I mean,
I saw that. The CDC said that today, and I was just trying to figure out when they started making laws, but that's another story.
Well, here in Texas, a few months ago, our governor said it's up to businesses if they want to require masks or not.
Yeah.
So, you know, people can make the choice. If you wanted to go into a business that didn't require masks, some people wouldn't go into those businesses.
Right.
Other people will flock to those businesses. So, you know, I guess it's about choice.
Yeah. Dave's here, man. Ask Double D's, what is your favorite drum kit?
Ooh.
I don't even know what that means, but go ahead.
T, you're Double D.
My favorite drum kit is just a Yamaha Stage Custom. It's not too much and it's not too little. It's just as simple as it gets, but it's probably one of the most versatile kits that you could find.
Nice, good choice.
That's cool.
Okay.
What kits do you have? I lose track. I think you have electric and 2 regular.
Yes, I have a Roland. It's like a Roland V something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's an electric kit. And then I have a Yamaha Stage Custom, and I also have a D-Drum Dios. It's like shiny, sparkly green. So those are my 3. Yeah.
Right on.
Nice. Brandon Southern says he's been jamming to a band called Whiskey Dick lately, a country metal duo from Texas. Have you heard of them?
I don't know if I've heard of them, but I think I've had it.
That was the best setup ever. I knew it was coming.
Oh, yeah.
Wait for it.
Man.
No pun intended.
Yep.
Blacktop Devil has a question. He wants to know how long he's had long hair.
Oh man, I've had long hair since about 3rd grade. It's just part of me at this point. Yeah. Everyone's always like, I don't know how you do it in the heat, because I've had warehouse jobs and I've always had really physical jobs, and I'm like, I don't even think about it, man. It's been like this since I was in 3rd grade. You know, it's just part of me at this point. It'd be like when people ask me to cut my hair, I'm like, well, would you cut off your arm? Would you cut off your fingers?
Exactly. Yeah. I get the same thing with the beard. Like, isn't it hot in the summer? I'm like, no, manliness isn't seasonal.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's what I meant.
So Iowa Hog Rider.
And his brother's the same. He's got the long hair too. I don't think it's that long right now, but yeah, man, bringing up these kids, I was like, you know what? Shoot, what's a big deal? You know, you get your grades right, keep your grades right.
Heck, I joined the military with long hair.
Yeah, man.
That was fun.
Oh yeah.
My hair was down almost
shave
to
it
my
all
waist.
off.
What's that?
Oh man.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing, Mr. 90210? I was like, boy, you got the wrong freaking show.
You like 90210, don't lie.
A little bit.
What else going on inside chat over there, George? You paying attention? Trying to keep up.
2 Kiwi. I can't keep up, man.
Toby,
I'm a hot mess over here.
Man, I wish I could see everybody in the chat on the side. I see some people's names popping up, making comments, and I'm like, dang. I bet there's a bunch more in there that I'm not seeing.
We still got 90 strong over here.
Yeah, I want to know when Little D's is going to start up a Metallica tribute band and play bass, because I got to tell you, if you don't look like Cliff Burton didn't look like Cliff Burton.
I actually saw that in the chat.
Somebody did say that. I was thinking it too.
Yeah, before I joined, I was just sitting there and I kept saying, "Is that Cliff Burton? He looks just like Cliff Burton." Thank you, thank you. I guess I look pretty badass then.
Most people probably don't know who.
I have no idea who that is.
So
Cliff
He was the
Burton
original bassist.
Yeah, for
for
Metallica.
Metallica.
Yeah, I don't know the names of these guys, man.
So when you listen to early Metallica, For Whom the Bell Tolls, when Metallica was actually a good band,
Right. Yeah.
before they sold out and before the Napster, the Napster mess.
The Napster.
Wow.
So Cliff Burton was an awesome bassist.
Yep.
So someone asked earlier, and John's pointing it out for us, that someone
two
asked,
Kiwi Riders.
they want to know what Deez's influences were when he started his channel.
Yeah, well, that's a great question. I was always kind of a YouTube junkie before I started my channel, and I started watching a few pretty cool who I thought were cool, but nobody else. A lot of people wouldn't put them in the category, but like there's a guy out there named Black Dragon. who had a show about his club. Yeah, Black Dragon, Don Black Dragon. So I watched him a lot just because I was just kind of understanding a little bit more about what he was doing. And then I started watching a guy called Hollywood, James Machikari. He's got something called Insane Throttle News. Very cool channel, man. The dude's badass. But what I started noticing was I didn't see a lot of channels for guys like me who love to ride the hell out of your bike, but you're not trying to go out and kick everybody's ass. Like you are into the machine.
Why
maybe have never even named your bike. You just like to friggin' ride. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do that channel. And I thought about it for a while, and that was kind of my influence. I wanted to make the channel about somebody who was, maybe not always wearing Dixon flannel and fucking flat brim hat. I wanted to make a channel about okay.
Shots fired.
Go get your Dixon.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. Yeah. So
I ride with a guy who's always trying to start fights and beat people up, and actually almost got me in a fight last night.
Yeah.
Were you with Mark?
So
I wasn't with Mark.
Oh,
go ahead, George.
We were at a bike night last night, and we were filming, and I assume we were not privy to the fact that there were at least 3 clubs there.
Okay.
And nobody wore colors. Nobody did anything. A couple people had T-shirts on that you saw after they took their jackets. So I'm filming a bike, and this guy asked me what I was doing, and I assumed he actually gave a shit about what I was doing. Like, hey, what you're doing. But he was like, yo, what are you doing? Which is the context is completely different.
I wasn't in a club, and I don't know if anybody that was in a club gave a shit because nobody else was even paying attention to that dude.
Yeah. Well, so, like I said, the way it went down, it could have, But he definitely wasn't in a club because he couldn't ride. He couldn't even get his bike out of the parking lot hardly. So, I mean, he was struggling he was struggling. So, on his dyno. So
So
not the best.
What do y'all ride? What do each of you ride?
What do you ride, Austin?
I ride solid nothing right now, but I normally had 2013 Road King CVO.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a 2016 Road Glide Special. And George?
I'm on a 18 Road Glide.
So for now, right? For now.
For now. So that things may be changing soon. If they find the bike that I want, well, one way or another, things are changing.
Yeah.
So
hopefully in 6 to 8 weeks,
he's buying a new bike. He's trying to be all cryptic about it. I mean, you already took one of your bikes there to trade it in, so it's not like it's not happening.
It's happening. There will be videos.
George is looking at a Road Glide Limited, so full dresser with the tour pack and the lowers and all that stuff.
Okay.
So
yeah, those are badass.
Yeah, it's really nice. We recently went to a demo days at the local dealership, and we got to ride some bikes, and that was the one he wanted to ride because he had, knew he was interested in it, and we were connected on our Sennas, and as soon as he got on that and started riding, I knew he was buying that bike because it sounded like a Pornhub video was going on up there. The moaning, the groaning, and the oohs and ahs that were coming. I was like, yeah, he's buying that bike. So looking forward to that. That's going to be nice.
It is going to be nice. And it's a nice bike. It stays to be much more comfortable on the back. The power from the 107 to the 114 is very noticeable. It's we'll see. Just wait for them to find my color at this point, which is a bit of a problem. So.
You're white, dude.
Why they don't have brown?
They don't have the fudge brown that you like?
I mean, where'd he go?
He must have lost connection.
That's cool though. Deez, your wife doesn't ride with you, does she? Or does she?
She rides on the back all the time, man.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she rides on the back. We love doing it. does she do as much as she used to? Not really. What I find is she'll ride when I get her new gear. She'll get interested in riding again for about another 6 months. So I'm always buying boots and jackets and like, come on, put that shit on. You look great.
Bribery.
Bribery, man.
That's funny.
She's got a great collection. But yeah, I love it when she gets on the back.
That's cool.
In fact, yeah, I always wanted to ride a motorcycle since I was a kid. But then when she and I got together, she would always tell me stories about her riding on the back of her friends who had crotch rockets. And I noticed she was always looking around at motorcycles while we were driving. Mm-hmm. And then one time we came to a stoplight and I was just messing with her. I said, would you love me better if I had a bike like that? And she goes like, what? And she starts looking around. I'm like, damn, wrong answer, lady. You're not supposed to love me better if I had a bike like that. She's like, which one? I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to get a bike. That was it.
Jeez. Dave's here, man, wants to know what big plans you have for the future.
Dude, if you want to talk about big plans I have for the future, there's going to be the wheels are already in motion where in the industry that I work in, you have to work under somebody, almost not an apprenticeship because we're all individual contractors, but you have to have somebody above you that you're paying. And it's not a pyramid scheme, by the way. I'm not selling, pills or anything or drugs, but
why not?
So my big goal is to be that, and that's about a 3.5 year plan going. For the channel itself, my goal is to get back to a point where I have more time, where I can step back a little bit from what I'm focusing on right now. I can step back a little bit and make some more videos with my boy. I think it's just amazing to have a life where I can ride a motorcycle with my own flesh and blood kid. He's at that age, and I was at that age when I had him young enough where we can ride together, man. So I want to turn the channel. Yeah, I want to turn the channel into a blend of old school and new school. Not that I'm old school, but he's definitely new school.
Yeah.
So I got a lot to learn from him too.
That's awesome. So he wrote in the side. I believe this is him, right? Tasman Music.
Yeah.
He said it.
Yeah,
his equipment crapped out on him, and he said thanks for having him on, and thank you for coming on, man. So is it Tom? Is he Tom Jr.?
Yeah. Actually, he's the fourth in line.
We can't
stop naming our kids after ourselves. We think it's going to keep us alive forever.
So at a family reunion, hey Tom, everybody looks.
Everybody's like, what?
Okay.
Well, thanks to him for coming on and hanging out with us for a little bit. That was a lot of fun.
That was
getting to see the little Deez, and that's cool stuff, man.
What a cool kid, man.
Yeah, good stuff.
So John from Dad Matt is loaded with questions tonight. Did you guys have previous generations who rode before you? Did you grow up around motorcycles?
Dude, great question.
And he said you guys, so that's for all of us.
That's for all of us. Yep. That's an awesome question. You guys go first.
So, I mean, generations, my grandfather rode a Harley as a warrant officer in World War II, but he did not ride after the war. That's cool. And my father had a Honda mini trail bike. So that was like really the first motorcycle that I was on.
That's cool.
So,
and for me, I was really the first one to really get on a bike. Living down in Puerto Rico, my neighbor, one of my best friends, her father used to go riding all the time, and he had a Dyna back then. And they used to travel all over Puerto Rico, and I said, I want one of those. So that's the only influence I had. Never really got on a bike before that. None of the family, anyways. Yeah,
same here. I don't know of anyone in my family that rode, dad's side or mom's side. If they had, I would have started a lot younger. I didn't start till I was like 37. So, no one.
Yeah, same here, man. Not that I know of. Sexual jams. Oh my God. All right.
Somebody's asking on the side chat what are the beers that I had. I don't know which ones he's referring to, so I'm pointing them both out.
Okay. So wait, Sexual Jams. I thought that was an IPA.
It is an IPA.
So you're doing IPAs and stouts over there?
I started off with the stout, and now I'm at an IPA. Yeah, so my stomach's gonna be jacked later, but it's all good.
Some rock gut later, boy.
No, it's not gonna be rock at all.
Shoot, no, I said rot, not rock.
Oh, okay. That's pretty much what happens every time I have some of that gout stout.
Stout, man.
Gout stout is some good stuff. So I don't know if you've seen any of our stuff lately, Tom, but George likes to do the home brewing, so that's what he's drinking tonight. Stuff that he actually brewed.
Nice.
It actually turned out really good. It's a really good porter that he made.
Nice job, man.
So yeah, it came out nice.
To answer Toby's question, no, you wouldn't be able to really ride around Puerto Rico in one day. It would at least take 2 days on a bike, possibly 3, if you're going to take the outskirts. So,
okay. So when do you think you'll be hitting up Sturgis again?
Oh, me, yeah, Sturgis, dude, I loved it. I would love to go next year. Next August, definitely. Yeah. It was in the cards. It was in the cards for this year as well, man. But had to switch, make that pivot, and gear down that long trip. I mean, I just, especially in the summer, I can't take a week off. But and actually it was 2 weeks because when I came back, I took a couple days to let my ass recoup.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing for us. Come from Jersey is the amount of time you need. So. We rode out this year because we all, wanted to ride. We wanted to say we rode to Sturgis. But I mean, going to the next time we go, I feel like it might be trailer just for a time, convenience. Because you can put down a lot more miles. If you're just towing it, you're in the car and stuff, and you're trading off driving. You can do it in a lot shorter time. Which that's our biggest obstacle is the time off from work for everybody. So. Yeah. I have a feeling our next trip out there might be trailering it or taking, I mean, who knows? George might have a toy hauler by then. We'll see.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, I tell you, when I did my trip up there, some of the best part about it was the trip up and the trip back. I loved it. I mean, I like going and staying in little spots that I haven't been to before, and that's all good. But you have to, like you say, again, it seems like the theme of this talk is about time. You got to be in your mind, be like, okay, I have this much time and there's nothing I have to worry about except for riding this bike. And that is an amazing feeling. Probably the best feeling, though, is on the day that you come home and you pull your bike into your garage and you've got all your crap on it and you're just beat from the road and you just go, take that hot shower and just flop on the couch like, dude, made it.
Yeah.
That to me is one of the best.
I hear you. I haven't experienced that in a while because, I haven't been able to ride, but yeah, I feel you.
So for everybody in the side chat, John from Dad Mad also wants all you guys in the side chat to tell him about if you were the first to ride in your family or if you had influences and you're carrying on the tradition. So answer that in the side chat. We're curious. 99 RU grad says, my dad rode forever. Both my brothers ride too. Had family friends that rode when we were growing up.
That's awesome.
And 99 RU grad is a high school friend of ours and a good friend of George's.
He's actually a motorcycle instructor too, right? A rider instructor,
nice.
if I'm not mistaken.
Was not anymore, yeah.
Was?
Yeah.
Okay. That dude can ride. Just saying.
Those guys were they were big influences on me, on me riding. And I always told them they were nuts because I was a nurse. I got to see all the motorcycle accidents. And I was like, you guys are crazy. And then one day they came back to Jersey and I had a bike. So
that's awesome. Belle says her dad taught her at 9. Brother's first ride was on a gas tank. At 6 months old, he is in his 60s and he still rides. That's awesome. That's awesome. I've been eyeballing those trikes to see what I'm going to have when I'm in my 60s. I'll ride one. Would you ride a trike if you started having issues with riding 2 wheels? Would you ride a trike?
Yeah, definitely, man. I have a buddy of mine. Nate, Big Nate. I think the dude's like 6'7", and for about a year and a half, he rode a trike because he couldn't really find a good bike that would fit him right. And I'll tell you what he got here in a minute, but Dude, this guy, he just looked like a big old king sitting on a throne. Because again, he had 8 on a trike.
On the trike, that's awesome.
Yeah. And you see him get on the trike, you're not gonna tell
8s on a trike, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was badass. And you're not going to tell this dude much when he gets on the trike.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like,
What'd you say, boy?
We're bringing Nate with us every time. Come on, Nate, let's go. But then he went and got himself a victory. And I don't know if it was a victory magnum. This like huge, dude. We call it the bass boat. It's about as big as a bass boat, and it has a green flake to it, and a real big flake on it, right? So it looks like glitter going down the damn road. And yeah, that bike was good. But yeah, man, trike, I'd do that if I had to. I wouldn't want to, but I would.
Yeah, all I can see is Bert with this trike, with this Road Glide trike, with these apes just way up there because now he's on a trike and it doesn't even matter. Like that.
You know what? I wouldn't make fun of him. I really wouldn't.
Yeah,
no, dude.
It'd be bad.
So say this name. Gear. I'm not sure how you say that. Olafson?
Gear
Olafson. Yeah.
So he says he's 3rd generation. His gramps after World War II, and both parents, all generations, has at some time been on Harleys. That's cool. And Blacktop also said Grandpa, Dad, and Dad's cousin was a 1%er, so I learned a lot early. Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
And Bronco Ride is the opposite. He's more like me. Bronco Ride says
same
the only one in the family. They are missing out.
Absolutely.
Bronco Ride, man. He's one of the first guys that ever sent me a sticker, man. I got his sticker.
Really?
Yeah. I got his sticker still on my helmet. I got a helmet hanging up that's covered in Motovlogger stickers. It's one of my prized possessions.
That's funny. I don't think I have a Bronco Ride sticker.
I don't know if they still have them.
That'd be true.
Huh. Interesting. He's. I think he's still mad at me because I had the Rona when we had him on for the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did have the Rona.
Robin says her dad is 71 and still rides a Road King. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's what I want to be. That's cool. What else here? Just trying to get people's questions if they have any before we close up shop.
Same whiners.
Nice.
What? Who said what? What'd I miss? Who's whining?
I'll send you one, you whiners. Bronco.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So really, that's awesome to catch up, man. You're getting dark outside.
I know. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn on this light because I don't want to end this with me just sitting here in the dark. So give me a sec.
Hey, hold
on. That's what you've been here in the dark.
Well, here.
Turn out the lights. The party's over.
Yeah.
You just go put that next to you so it glows in the dark for you.
Yes, sir. Love it.
Because you glow in the dark.
That sticker. Let me tell you about that design too. While we're at it, man. That design. I hand drew that design, and what it means, it's a rock and roll hands, but with the tips of the fingers cut off, and only the bones showing. And so what that means is, we live this kind of hardcore, hauling ass, badass lifestyle, and sometimes you're gonna try to get, people are gonna try to cut you down, put you down, cut your fun, get in your way. There's always obstacles, but you still remain strong to the bone, man.
Another question for you here. Dirty Deez, if you watch Bunny King Hog's channel, she used a rainy lockdown day in UK to show viewers how she did her sticker modular helmet.
No. Bunny King Hogs. Okay, well, I'm gonna check it out.
I've seen a little bit of her stuff, but I didn't see that video.
Yeah. I mean, of course she's gonna be amazing. I want to check it out.
Bunny King Hogs. Okay. Bell's Ride says she's going for her 90s. She wants to be riding in her 90s. So do I.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Bell's Rides, man. I love Bell's Rides, of course. I rode with her also up in Sturgis. She put on a benefit for a guy that had passed. Who was
Blue Ride, right?
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. And we went by that mountain. I forget now, but it's the one from Close Encounters of the Third Kind when he was making that mashed potato mountain.
Yeah.
Devil's Tower. That's it.
Devil's Tower.
Devil's Tower, yeah.
We got to go by Devil's Tower. That was
mashed
awesome.
potato.
Bell's
So
Ride.
listen,
a queen, man. She's a sweetheart.
And she's putting that ride on again this year, right?
Oh,
pretty sure.
Probably.
So Belle is in the side. Belle, if you want to go ahead and plug your ride, man, go for it. We've talked about it before on our lives, and I forget all the details. But if you want to share that for everybody, feel free to do it in that side chat.
Yeah, man, I love Belle. She is a sweetheart.
Question. What is this? Nope, not that one. Next HD Electric? I'm not sure what the question is.
That's when George was talking about his new bike and stuff like that and what it was.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah, that's way up there. Yeah, you're way up at the beginning.
His current bike sounds like it's electric.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Listen, man, these M8s, with that cat still on there, they are no twin cam.
Quiet.
So
John says Mad had that glow-in-the-dark D sticker on her bed, but we recently changed her bed, so it's gone. Luckily, we still have one on the wall in the garage. That's cool.
Okay.
So there's some little kid out there with a Dirty Deez sticker that is not that has no clue what it is. I guess they got rid of the bed.
I'm telling you.
Thinks it's cool though.
Yeah. Cool. Glows in the
Barber
dark.
CVO, what's up, Barber CVO? Just to answer him real quick, yes, I did see that you have that ride this Sunday. Not sure what we got going on. I know Austin doesn't have a bike, and George has some family stuff going on. So I'm not sure if I can do that ride, but you can plug it here if you want. I did see that you were posting about it, and that's cool. I forget exactly I forget the details.
Going from Secaucus, I think the Sunoco and Secaucus to Pocono Harley Davidson.
That's right. It was Pocono.
Is what he's running. So that's a good ride up there.
That is a good ride. I think we're trying to save Pocono Harley for when Austin gets his bike back, because that was something we all wanted to go up and see, the new Pocono Harley dealership. So I don't think we're going to be able to make it this Sunday, but like I said, if you want to let people know about it, you can go right ahead and do that.
Appreciate that, because I would like to take that ride with you for sure.
Yeah, we'll save that one.
Yeah.
Toby, we talked about the world record poker run. Well, no, we briefly mentioned it. But yeah, that's happening July 30th. For those on here that don't know about it, it's going to start in Florida, and it's going to be an 8-day run from Florida to Sturgis. It's going to be ending at the Buffalo Chip. It's going to be setting a Guinness Book of World Record for the longest poker run. Right now, last I heard, they had over 80 people registered, and it's going to be over 3,200 miles. It's going to be a really awesome ride. I had the pleasure of helping Blacktop Devil create that ride. He did most of the work, but we did that ride together, and it's going to be an awesome ride. Going to be some really cool stops, including Eureka Springs, and also John Maxwell's shop in Georgia, down into El Paso, and then up through Colorado and the $1 Million Highway, and a bunch of other just some amazing riding. So if that's something you are interested, go to supportbikers.com, and all the information is on there as to how you can still register. It's not too late, but the cutoff is coming up, I believe, end of this month, if I'm not mistaken. Toby might know better than me. He's been following it a little bit better. But I think the cutoff is coming up. So if something you're interested, get into supportbikers.com, check it out, register, because it's going to be pretty awesome. You got to have some time. That's the whole kicker. Like, you got to have some time off from work to do that ride. It's 8 days just from Florida to Sturgis, and then you get to Sturgis, you're going to want to spend some time there. And unless you're from Florida, you got to get to the event, to Florida to start. So for us, it would be a couple more days. So you're looking at least 2 weeks off from work to do the ride. So that's something you got to keep in mind. But if you have that, or if you're retired, it would be an awesome trip.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna feel so that I'm missing out by not going to that, because if they're ending at the Buffalo Chip, that right there, can you imagine pulling in with all those people who went with you on this worldwide poker run, world record poker run? You're there with the Badgers. I really want to meet Mama and Sonny Badger. and all the cool people that will be there, man. I mean,
yeah.
Once you pull into the poker chip and you did it,
yeah, that's.
I'm gonna be looking forward to those videos.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of videos because there's a lot of motovloggers going on it. 31st of May is the last day to register. Toby said, yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then they're going to have like a big throwdown there at the Buffalo Chip to kind of celebrate setting that record.
And they were doing something where you could even sponsor a vet.
Yes,
you could sponsor a veteran, dude. Like, how cool is that?
So they did a actual live stream telethon that we were actually part of. We were on that to raise money for the vets to put vets on the ride for free because it was about, I think they said $1,800 to cover the whole cost. Yeah. So far they have 4 that they raised money for, right?
Wow.
Plus they had 2 more that one of the local sponsors actually just paid for right up front. So they had 2, so they got 6 going, and I think
John Maxwell sponsored one.
Yeah, and the last I saw, they said they were leaving that tab open, that donate tab open on their website because it was supposed to have cut off by now.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's over yet. But yeah, that was an awesome thing that they were doing. So they got at least 6 riders or veterans
Dude, I'll tell you what, that alone is worth the whole thing that they're doing because you are. Even if they weren't doing a world record thing, right? I mean, you're taking 6 veterans and they're able to ride to Sturgis.
Yeah.
That could be a lifelong dream for a lot of people. And
Absolutely.
It is. And that's freaking awesome, man. Hats off to the Badgers, bro.
Yeah, man. And for a lot of folks, I mean, the cost of 8 hotels, every 8 nights of hotels and all that gas and food and stuff, it's a deal breaker for a lot of people. So the fact that they're covering that cost for them is just fantastic, man.
That's amazing.
Awesome. It is amazing. Badgers are doing a lot of cool stuff. Like their website says, supportbikers.com. They're all about that, and it's really cool.
And Stevie Foe came up with the idea that, he wanted to pay a vet's admission, like basically pay for the poker run. And in true Sonny fashion, he was like, we should just pay for the whole thing. Like, let's just pay for the whole thing. And it's great to see how this has turned out and what it's really turned into, because I know Blacktop Devil and myself, we were on like one of the first supportbiker.com, like Zoom calls. And when Sonny came up with this idea, like, we're going to set this world record poker run, and Brian and I are DMing each other on Instagram going, this guy's out of his mind, he's crazy. But he inspires people, he motivates people, and it's really turned into something cool.
Yep.
So it's and it kills me because, like, if I had the time to have 2 Guinness World Records, like we have one, to have a second, like, how many people are going to get a second?
Awesome.
And I think there are a few. I think TJ and Steph will definitely be one of the few to have that. Two motorcycle, and I don't know if anybody else on it, did the world record parade. Outside of that.
I'm not sure. I didn't even think about that. TJ and Steph are the only ones I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I wish I could do it. I don't have enough time for that. Sucks.
Yeah, it'll happen in the future, man. All these things, that we have to put off right now. We'll have time. It'll come back.
Yeah, definitely.
All about the time.
That's it, dude. This has been the whole theme, isn't it? Crazy.
I agree.
I'm not trying to not talk. I was just kind of scanning these comments because there's a lot of good comments in here.
Toby Northern just put up a good one here.
About the vet?
Northern, I believe, has been a huge supporter of the world record poker run.
Yeah. Yes, he has. One USMC vet nominated his USMC vet buddy he served with, and his buddy was selected. Brotherhood that never ends. That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And that's what it's about. So
it is.
To see these guys nominating each other was just a cool thing, Yeah.
Cool stuff, man. So we're at an hour 45, man. kind of winding down. So I just want to like any final parting thoughts, anything you want to tell everybody out there watching?
Yeah, man. I mean, I just want to say what can you say about the motorcycle community in general? Motor vloggers are one thing, but the community itself, man, it's just badass. And it makes me feel really good to see new people coming in. You know, I poke around on YouTube still from time to time. And like I say, once things really are rolling, be able to put more of that time in certain areas, but just seeing the creativity, man. And that's what I would say, you know, for people who are doing YouTube and doing videos, it is what you want it to be. It could be you sitting there talking about what happened in your day, or it could be the most badass video anybody's ever seen, edited like a mother, just, you know, tons of badass transitions and all kinds of, dude, it can be whatever. And I'm still a big believer that we haven't even tapped the surface of what YouTube can be used for. You know, let's just stay open-minded, dude. And, you know, no matter what happens, and even in our country, I know you got viewers from around the world, but in our country, as we know, in our community and in the motorcycle world, there are people of all walks of life, all beliefs, all political sides, all from dirt broke to ultra wealthy. I mean, and the thing that brings us all together is two wheels, man.
Two wheels.
So that's all I can say. You know, that's why, you know, people have asked me before about being positive and, you know, are you really positive all the time? We all have ups and downs, but when you in your mind can remember that you can jump on a motorcycle and you can take off on a bike where a lot of people can't do that. Of course, you're going to be positive about stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you said about humming streets, yes, sir.
You said something about, you know, watchers, viewers from all over the place. We had a few in tonight. Big shout out to John from Dad and Matt. Has been here all night asking great questions. Big Bert from Tasmania was in here. Not sure if he still is, but he's a really loyal supporter of ours, always commenting on the videos. You know, so we appreciate him. And the two Kiwi riders who obviously you got to ride with, they were in here earlier. They probably gone by now, but they were in here. Another awesome channel. If you guys are in the side chat and you're not watching or subscribed to two Kiwi riders, you definitely need to go check them out. Some really good channels from over in the UK and Australia and New Zealand that you guys need to be following if you're not. George, Austin, parting thoughts?
I was waiting to hear what Deez, you know, positive message we were going to get. And then like right there at the hour 45 mark, man, we got it.
You got the message. That's where I was going to go. This right here is one of the OGs. The ones that started to support the positivity, the inspiration. A lot of people that are doing this now is because of you, because of what you and the others started. So I want to thank you.
Man,
sure.
Thank you guys for carrying it forward, dude, and just spreading the love. That's what it's about.
Dad Matt says it's 3 a.m. there, man. Thank you. Don't thank me. Thank you for being up and on this whole thing early in the morning, man.
Thank you, John.
We'll have to maybe we can work out. You know, I'll hit you up. Maybe we can get you on. You should be on one of our live streams. So we'll talk on the side on that. But no, I just want to say, man, I miss your videos. You know, I know you're doing what you got to do, what's best for you in your world right now. But I mean, I remember some of your early videos. You just very positive stuff and funny too. Like some of your stuff was just funny. I don't even remember what it was about, but I remember one of your videos. You started the video, and it was like a 13-year-old girl selfie. You were in the bathroom with your sunglasses on, and that's how the intro to your video started, man. And then you know you did the whole
flush.
Yeah, and then the flush is like I don't even remember what the video was about. I just remember that. And, you know, you did the great one with the whole Harley Davidson boardroom, you know, what you would do if you were running the show.
If I was
that's a classic, you know.
Hey, man, a lot of that stuff came to fruition, if you notice. A lot of that stuff, they have made some, you know, they're really talking about how they all ride now. And like,
yeah, that's true. That is true. Good. But I just, you know, I remember all those, and I remember, you know, looking forward to your videos, and always a good message and a positive, you know, upbeat message in a world that sometimes, beats us down with negativity.
Yeah.
So I miss that. I'm hoping, we get some of that at it, the stuff with your son coming up, and, and hopefully you'll find the time in the future to make a video or two and entertain us, because we really enjoyed it. And just like I was saying earlier, man, you're one of those ones, one of the connections to the start of this Baggers and Brews thing that is still going, and hopefully it still keeps going strong for a while, but who knows, we all have an expiration date. But I just appreciate what you did for us early on, and I just really wanted to get you on here just to catch up with you, and it's great to hear all the stuff that's going on in your life.
Dude, I appreciate that, man, and it'll keep going. It'll keep going. It may not always be at the consistency and time track, but you'll see some stuff coming out, and a lot of that is because I like to make the videos, but I like to interact with you guys. Every time we meet up, it's always a good time.
And I love the idea of doing the lives, doing a lot of your stuff live stream, so definitely do that. We'll definitely be tuning in when you do them. Got the alerts set to see when Deez has got something going on, so definitely keep those up, man. And thanks for hanging out with us, like 2 hours. You're sitting outside in the dark now. Probably got.
I loved every minute of it, dude.
Awesome, man.
Mosquitoes are probably taking his legs off, but he's still cool about it.
Yeah, right.
No, man, hey, look, it means a lot to me that you guys invited me, and I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for that.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to end this thing, but stick around for a couple seconds in the back room so we can talk to you back there for a second. All right.
Sounds good.
Hey, everybody in the side chat, man, this has been a really good one, man. We're still 69 strong, stuck around this long.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We were really good hopping side chat tonight. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Almost every week now we've been doing these. We really picked it up with those. And next week we got another one. Like I told you guys a couple weeks ago, this month is completely booked every Thursday. We got Robin, the lady biker, who was in the side chat most of the night. She will be our guest next week. So tune in, 8 o'clock. I will be putting out, reminders all week, but come back again next week and hang out with us, man. We love having you guys in the side chat, and we appreciate you being here.
Heck yeah.
Good night, everybody. Deuces.
Deuces.